I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Aries moons. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. That little noise right there is my cat. This is Andy this time. I've got boxes holding my camera up here, so the cats like to rub their little heads on there. But anyway, hi, hello, good to see you. Welcome back. As I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself, ground yourself, and center yourself. Get comfy, get cozy, get relaxed. It's a Monday morning as I'm filming this, and I'll put it out in probably a couple hours. So we got a brand new, fresh week. Let's see what's going on with my Aries moons. Maybe I can give you a little clarity, give you a little, well, not me, but the cards can give you a little clarity and advice how we can get through this week. Oh God, sorry, my bad. Sorry, never mind. There we go. All right, Aries moons, let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, we have Regeneration. Ooh, we got Aries and the fire element. That is a way to start the week. Interesting. All right, and then for your tarot cards, we have King of Wands reversed, Eight of Pentacles, the Star reversed, the Moon reversed, Ten of Pentacles, and Two of Wands reversed. Okay, Aries, I can tell you right now, or Aries moons, I can tell you right now, this is definitely the time where we really need to refresh. We need to reset. That's what this is screaming at me right now. I feel like where you're at now is in a place that is very, like things have gotten very stale. Things are just kind of, maybe they've been at some sort of standstill. I should say, I think we're talking about some sort of project you're working on, some sort of thing you're working towards, career, school, something along those lines, some sort of project or goal you're working towards. I'm not really thinking this has much to do with a relationship, but it's certainly possible, you know, given this is a general reading. But yeah, just to be clear. But I think things have gotten very stale. I think things just need to be refreshed. I think we need to be breathing some new life and some new energy into this situation. So let's talk about that. Let's figure out what would be the best for you. Oh God, somebody just started doing yard work. Okay, please ignore that. Hopefully you can't hear it. So starting off here, we've got this King of Wands reversed. And King of Wands reversed, when I see him, the first thing I think of is unrealistic expectations. And especially that we have this Moon reversed here, I think you're not really seeing things clearly. Okay, sorry, that was terrible timing. That got really loud, so I had to just take a break. Actually, it took so long that I literally did my nails, so they look a little nicer now. But anyway, Aries moons, let me get back to your reading. Right, so King of Wands reversed. I think you may be at a place now, maybe not the entire time, but at least right now you might be in a spot where maybe externally this pressure is being put on you, or maybe it's coming from yourself internally, where you are starting to get these unrealistic expectations, starting to expect too much, a little too much perfection, and that's keeping you from seeing what is really in front of you, right? There could be good things going on and great energy going and flowing that you're just not really seeing because you're focused on, somewhere where your focus shouldn't really be. So I think definitely feel like that's going on a little bit. And I think this pessimism, looking over here now, is really starting to intensify a bit with the star. That card is all about hope and optimism and, looking forward to the future, looking forward to rebuilding, right? It comes right after the Tower. But when it's reversed, that tells me that you're starting to really lose hope. That you're feeling like the problems, the issues, I'm just really feeling a stalemate kind of energy going on here. That it's just too much and it's starting to really weigh you down, and it might be feeling more difficult than before to keep going and to feel like there could be a happy ending, right? The whatever goal it is you're looking for might be feeling a little farther and farther out of reach. And because of that feeling that you've been having, it's been causing you to not be able to make plans and think ahead in the ways that you should, right? Kind of like what I was talking about here. I think there are some parts of this that you're not seeing and that you're not seeing clearly. And maybe it is just largely clouded by this pessimism and these unrealistic expectations, right? So when things do come up, when you do need to figure something out, you're not really able to plan accordingly, which is kind of further making things worse, right? So I think that's kind of what's going on here. It may be a little more intense for some of you and less for others, but unfortunately, I do very much see that energy here. So let's talk about some solutions. 8 of Pentacles is all about education and all about learning. If there are any parts of this situation where you feel like you could use a little more education, something you can learn more about, understand better, that would be a really great thing to pour some energy into right now. Or, kind of in the same vein, is there any particular skill that you can just get better at? Is there some part of this process, this thing that you're doing, that you struggle with, that you could use a little bit of tweaking? You could, just practice a little more and get better at. I think that would be a good starting place. If you can find something like that, what's your weak point? Where's the weak spot? Where's the uncertain or unsure part? I think that would be a good place to kind of pour your energy into a little bit, I think if you can feel some tangible progress with that, I think that'll really help ease a lot of these negative feelings, and make sure that this is definitely a part of it that you can control, right? Something that you can do, that you can like look at in a couple weeks and be like, oh, I did that. That's better now. I understand that better, I think that little feeling of progression and feeling like things have gotten better, I think that'll go a long way. Even if it's not big picture, right? I think that'll still give you a little boost, give you a little momentum and motivation. So we also have, I haven't mentioned the elephant in the room. We do have 10 of Pentacles here, which is one of the best cards in the entire deck. For those of you who don't know, it is the happily ever after card, is the happy ending card. It is the everything will work out beautifully card. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think in the context of this reading, it is literally telling you that everything is gonna be perfect and work out in the end. Not saying it won't, but I don't think that that's this purpose here. I actually think what 10 of Pentacles wants to tell us today in this reading is it would really benefit you to, I'm trying to think of like the kindest, gentlest, softest way to say this, because I know this is a cliche and I know you're already going through it, right? So I don't want to like pile too much on top of you, but just something you might want to kind of think about. Oh my God, that guy is back again. Okay, I'm literally almost done with this reading. Sorry, I'm just gonna push through. I would recommend you think about the concept of enjoying the journey, right? Even when you have this person who is landscaping, which never ever happens at this time, and is being very loud, right? Pushing through those difficult times and just learning to embrace it and enjoy it, right? Not focusing so much on the end, which is very much Aries energy. I know. But ultimately, you will find so much more peace. Oh my God. Okay, I'm fighting for my life with this reading. Oh my God. So I'm feeling the energy of this reading a lot. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, ultimately, you will feel so much more peace and fulfillment with this and with all the other endeavors that you go on in life, right? When you can learn how to just enjoy and embrace the journey as it is, rather than being hyper focused on the ending, the outcome. But I really, really want to be like, say that in the most soft and gentle way possible. I'm not trying to like, it's just a suggestion. It's just an invitation. It's just something you might want to think about a little bit, right? I don't want to like pile that on top of you of like, oh, hey, also, don't be negative about this. You got to throw away all those negative thoughts. Like, I don't want it to come across that way at all. It's just something you might want to keep in mind. But anyway, to wrap all of this up, like I said, as far as like a tangible thing, I think this reading is suggesting that you do to help dissipate all of this other energy going on here. Try and find something, even if it's a little thing, right? It feels like some little thing. That feeling of improving and learning and watching, seeing, feeling something getting better, I think will go a long way. And who knows, maybe ultimately your best plan of action is to just focus on these smaller things, right? Because over time they add up to big things, right? Planting little seeds. But I would recommend you do at least, one thing. But like I said in the beginning of this reading, the theme of this is resetting, right? I think you could use kind of a blank slate, kind of just a breath of new life, of just kind of like, okay, it's been really tough. This has been really difficult. But this week I want to start fresh. I want to try and put some of those difficult things aside and just focus on this, you know, whatever ways, you know, kind of feels right, what makes the most sense for your situation. If there's any ways you feel like you could really reset maybe your environment that you're in, whatever it is, that is probably the best thing you can do. And just focus on this week, you know, moving forward, but maybe just this week. If that's what you need, that is totally fine. Okay, Aries moons, I gotta wrap this up. I swear, if you're not usually, you know, if you're new to my channel, I promise, like, this is usually so quiet. I usually do not have a problem with noise, but for this reading, I do. So I'm so sorry about that. But again, I think that's just the energy of what's going on right now. So, anyway, Aries moons, if you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. If you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like a little more information about any of them, on the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reverse meaning, as well as the symbolism within them. I personally would recommend for this reading, if you're going to go look at any of them, take a look at that Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, I think of all of the cards here, this would be a really good focus for you this week, and just moving forward. So that's my recommendation. Do whatever you like. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Oh my gosh, Aries moons. I know this is a very frustrating and difficult time. You know, even if a lot of it is just mental, it's still hard. It's still difficult, and I feel you. And I'm going to wish you lots and lots of luck and strength, and most of all, peace. I feel like you could use some peace right now. So if there's any ways you can find a little peace this week, I recommend you lean into that. But I believe in you. I really, really do. I know you can do it. I know you can push through, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!